Welcome to another video of the Brew series, and today is a great day because we are combining two different things. First thing is the Brew series, the second thing is that we made it to the PMOS showdown, so we could register a whole new deck for this phase, and I've found this list on TC Decks, piloted last by James Smits, and it's a blue and black control deck. I think there are not too many cards you don't know, because there are staples in the pre-modern format, but I'm really interested in playing this deck as a combination of great spells I've never seen before. In parts, it's like the black-blue Psychotalk deck, but you are playing a core of 8 manlands with 4 standstill, and as a finisher 2 Masticore. And I'm pretty hyped how this match will play out. The sideboard has some tools against more creatures, and with a Diabolic Edict you are on the safe side against huge threats, not covered by Smother or Ghastly Demise, and some spells against a storm, I guess. 2 Engineered Plague is a classic, and 2 more Psychotalk, which I'm really excited about, because game 1 you will often win the game probably with Manlands or Masticore, and maybe they don't have the Psychotalk on the radar. And besides that, we got some tools against red decks with Chill and Blue Elemental Blast. 2 Chain of Vapor, because enchantments could give us trouble if we do not manage to counter them. The list is complete lacking of accumulated knowledge, but I think you will compensate that with Standstill and Fact or Fiction. And what's a bit odd here is the double cable therapy, because often you will rely on the duress to see what your opponent has in hand and then have a cable therapy. But there might be occasions where you activate a manland and flashback that. And I really hope to get my opponent with these 2 force spikes here. So enjoy the video. Okay, that's an odd hand to start with, but due to the fact that we are on the draw, I would like to keep this. Maybe he shows us turn 1 what he's on. Turn 1 Goblin Lackey could be a bit much. Okay, Phyrexian Furnace in combination with Misha's Factory, not telling me much, but I think... So the problem is, if I fire up the Carver Therapy here, he will get it with the Furnace, but yet we don't have the ability to get advantage of that anyway. So there's a small argument for us needing double blue if we draw a counterspell, but first I would like to go for Sylvan Library here. So I think it's a Ponza deck. Sylvan Library would hit us hard. Okay, Curse Scroll. Okay. Our opponent is famous for his white brews. We talked a lot about white decks in general. Okay, this is nice for me because I have the ability to get the Queer Scroll with the Carver Therapy now, which could otherwise give me trouble. And I'm happy with that. Of course, I don't have it out to the Curse Scroll if it resolved. So here saw exactly what I mentioned with the Carver Therapy. Powder Keg here is decent, of course it's an answer to Misha's Factory. Okay, Mindstone, here's another factory in hand. So I think Plains Factory Cohaven. Okay, he ported that. So I want to... Yeah, I want to play Powder Keg now, because I want to set up Counterspell for next turn. This is a great draw. or great card to have in the matchup against the manlands, against tokens from Decree of Justice. Okay, go for this. Okay, he pumps here. Okay, I really want to get rid of this factory now. We do have more of these. We do have Smother for the second Mishra's factory. And we have another own factory. So I play it like this. And if he attacks next turn with the factory, I will take the damage. And in the end step, I would attempt to smother it. Keeping this really clean. Okay, we know about one Core Haven, but I will close this now to have more space for the match. Okay, I need to turn off the auto yields here, because I want to have the ability, if he wants to port blue, to float the mana. Okay, we take the damage here, because if he resolves a bigger threat, it's more of a problem than taking 2 damage here. Get rid of this very great example of a sinkhole. Okay, this is fine for me. He don't even attempt to port everything. Second counterspell is great. Okay, I think that if he does not have card we need to counter, we will make great advantage with the Vector Fiction. Okay, in the end step. And we just can have great draws. I mean, lands are great, impulse is great. Probably put the factory and the polluted delta together. Okay. I want to choose Pi 1 here, because the impulse is digging deeper. Let's see if he wants to port an upkeep. No need for that. Want to fetch immediately here. Find an island. Yeah, and I think we are very great. In a very great position here. Decree of Justice could make trouble sooner or later. Here I will go for the impulse to use my mana. Another counterspell is great. Mishra's Factory is finish, but yeah, it's a small argument for taking Mishra's Factory in case if he has a huge decrease soon. Okay. Don't care about that, and at this point I'm happy that I don't have accumulated knowledge in my deck. Gaze Demise, chips a turn. So if he really wants to, he could port 4 times blue. Ghastly Demise is a bit weak against Phyrexian Furnace, but maybe sooner or later he will get rid of it. Okay, if he just leans back, it's good for him, I guess, but we need some gas here. That's a bad draw. We will have trouble taking advantage of this. We really need to take a look at the timing here, because we are both on the controller side. Okay, Core Haven is fine. Resolves. Okay, it's fine. Musty Core, this could be great. Not sure. What could happen? He could have a short plowshares, which I can't counter, so I want to keep this around a bit longer. As long as this is the pace of the match, I'm fine with that. I think we could really get ahead with the Musty Core. We even have some cards to ditch with the Ghastly Demise. Triple port is tough. So let's see what he will go for. Okay, let's float it and attempt to activate factory. Fact or fiction is great. So we can just ship the turn here. Okay, I guess the demise is not the thing I want to do. And fact or fiction is great to get deeper to counterspell, to lands. Okay, but the ports are problematic against our mainland plan. So we go to the end step here, and in the end step we will fire off the fact or fiction. Hopefully. Yeah, this seems fine. Another mana leak. Second pile is way better here. Okay, so if he ports now, we can just cast Impulse. Okay, let's float a blue here. I am fine with going to draw. Okay, Force Spike. Let's float this. And then let's fire up this Impulse. Float blue. Yeah, triple port is super annoying. So we are heavily relying on our Masticore here. Powder Keg is fine-ish, I guess. Question is, do I want to land it? Or do I want to... Let's see what we draw first. Or do we... Oh, we had a draw. Okay, this was after draw. So let's land the Fairy Conclave. I think no need for us to play Powder Cake here, ditch the Force Spike. Guess the demise is live again, if he has an Angel or something like that. Okay, Tran Dynamo, don't know how strong this is. But I think I want to use one of the counter spells here. He might have a huge follow-up. But there's not much I fear right now, because we are pretty diverse from our... Ah, this one I fear, okay. There was the quick. Need to take out the Powder Keg. And Humility. Man, that's strong. Not going to lie. But no porting action here. Okay, 1/1 Masticore is not impressive anymore. So I guess this and this for Powder Keg. Ship the turn, protect the Powder Keg at any cost. Yes, this will absolutely be a match about time. Okay, we can yield to this, to be honest. And go to the end step here probably. And here I want to play Impulse. Standstill or Counterspell. I think Standstill is decent. Maybe we need to keep the Powder Keg around a bit longer if he has a Decree. So I won't count that up. He can take some damage in each turn. But it's not super impressive, so let's go with no here, otherwise we could lose heavy. Play this, get a standstill in the game. Probably would have been better to tap the swamp there. Okay, this is fine, float one blue. Float one blue. Float black. Can't use anything of that. So we need to find... Yeah, Humility is strong there, together with the ports. Okay, Wrath of God in hand. Not scared by that. Maybe sooner or later I cast the Masticore as 1/1. Not sure. Okay, it's getting damage in there. So if we know about the humility, the curse scroll there, and the Rose of God, I need to put that on one. Duress, not possible, understand still, so I want to sacrifice this here. He will draw a card. Decree of Justice is a scary card, to be honest. Okay, Eternal Dragon is not impressive. Okay, buy this back. So you will get ahead of mana pretty quick. I don't know. We have 3 manlands. He can port 3 times. We will probably lose due to cards in library if this will continue. Or due to a huge decree. Don't know. Can have this. Okay, I skip here to save time. Can use this. We need to save every second. We got Dust Bowl is strong. Yeah, this will be tough to beat. Okay, 3 mana for Dust Bowl action probably. This is a bit odd from timing wise, but I will ship the turn back here. Yeah, this is problematic. Next Dust Bowl. Okay, he got the chain running to kill us pretty quickly. But I need to see how he approaches to kill us. We can ditch the mana leak here, because it's not great. Don't know. I want to see more of his deck. Maybe, I'm not sure, but if we handling his manlands and the curse scrolls, we can win, or we cannot lose. And I'm really interested if he plays Angels or something like Decree of Justice. I need to see more. Otherwise, I would scoop that up to save time on my side, but we are pretty far both with the clock. Yeah, this is tearing us apart, the Dust Bowl and the Rishadan ports. We can't do much about that, to be honest. And now he starts porting, so I want to yield on this. Okay, Fairy Conclave. So skip the turn. I don't know. We might set up the win with our own standstills. If we can force him to draw lethal, if his library is thin enough. But we need to see. I mean, if he has something like a decree, we will be dead pretty soon, so I'm willing to wait for that. Still don't want to open up here. Okay, here's a small argument for cracking our own standstill. I think I will do this to get rid of his decrees. Double decree would be tough. Okay, Vengeful Dreams, here's the Decree of Justice, 1 Aperture, so get rid of the decree, play this one, and probably play the Masticore. Curse Scroll, Mindstone. Okay, a lot of cards in hand. I'm not sure how this will end. Curse Scroll is great, but he has 7 cards in hand. Double Dust Bowl, man. This deck is ripping us apart, but I still hope to get a game with our own standstills. He might cast some 1/1 Eternal Dragons for 7 mana soon. Okay. Attack for 1. Okay, Decree here is strong, but we are not dead yet, because we will dig for our 3rd Powder Keg soon. Okay, block with that. Play Impulse. Okay, no Powder Keg here, but we got a Mishra's Factory. He needs to get rid of that immediately, so I want to land this. Then I need to turn off the auto yields. Activating Dust Bowl Marble Diamond is fine for me. Okay, we can still win this. Activate this and that for Smother on this. But I think it will be tough. I'm not sure how much damage he can make, so... One 7 mana Eternal Dragon. It's fine. Maybe he has a way to get rid of his humility. But let's see if we find something. Okay, Standstill, Diabolic Edict, Masticore. Let's take this pile here. And I think we are dead pretty quickly. Okay, another Mishra's Factory. Do I want to continue this? There is still a possible way to... Is there? Probably not. No, let's ship this. We saw the Decree of Justice, and yeah, there was no way left for us to win. We got the standstill here. So we could force our opponent to draw 9 cards, but then he would be at 12. So that's not a way to win with this clock on board. Okay, tough matchup. Really tough matchup, because we have nothing to handle these strong lands. And yeah, our sideboard is completely bad against this deck. Psychotalk is not great in the face of Phyrexian Furnace. Okay, Engineered Plague is the answer. And we have 0 graveyard hate. That's tough. Not a fan of the Force Spike, to be honest. Yeah, maybe the Diabolic Edict is fine. We need some Chain of Vapor to get rid of humility and... Yeah, card therapy is not great. I think I would try it like this. Maybe I want some more edicts. And trim down on Mana Leak here, because there are awful top decks later. And maybe... I submit it like this. Okay. Yeah, maybe I wasted too much time there game 1 against him. Is our plan to win with standstill or... not sure. Okay, this is a mulligan. This is a keep, not a great one. I will ship a counterspell here. And I want to lead with the polluted delta. Okay. So the arch enemy is here. Duress. Not great if I have counterspell. Tough choice. Okay, but I need to crack this. I can cast counterspell later, and I'm at this point not super afraid of a 2-drop on his side. So let's try to Duress here. Sphere of Resistance or Marble Diamond. Ports are strong. I'll probably want to get rid of... Yeah, the sphere is probably too bad for us. Ships a turn back. If he ports blue next turn, that's a problem, but I will follow up with a standstill on my own side then. Okay, Marble Diamond is gone. So is the sphere. One Rishaden port. Okay, he has even 2 Rishaden ports. That's tough. It could backfire a bit if we go for standstill and he drew some manlands. This could be scary, but I think I need to try this. Yeah, double port is strong. If we don't draw land immediately, he can go into the driver's seat of the control game. But he would have done the same if we... So if we didn't go for the standstill, he just could port double blue and we would never have the ability to counter. So we need to ship the turns back really quick. Okay, he let us go to main. I wonder a bit about this, but... Okay, I need to crack this immediately, I guess. Because I did a yield on the Rishaden port, and if we are unlucky, he will go for the porting and then hit it with Dust Bowl. Okay, Psychotalk. Not yet. Not yet, my friend. Okay, buying back the dragon. This will advance his board in a great way. So probably I need to crack my own standstill. He needs to discard 2 cards then, but this is fine for me. So he will just get 1 card of this. We have a follow-up here. Sadly no manland, but manlands would be horrible in the face of Dust Bowl. I think I will take the second pile here, because everything is exposed to his Dust Bowl at this point. Okay, Furnace, and okay, I want to go for the impulse, try to find more mana. Factory is something. Let me play the factory here. If he uses his whole turn to kill our factory, I'm fine with that. Could be horrible, but let's see. We still have to get rid of 1 Sword Supplochers before we can land our Psychotalk. Okay, he will destroy the factory probably with the Dust Bowl. And then he's in a great... Okay, this is fine. Some great draws. These will find basics. Powder Keg is fine. We can bounce Curse Scroll once to counter it on the way back. Okay, interested in this. Glow Rider. Strong one. So, how do we want to play this? I think it's fine to... Is it a soldier? Sadly not. So the question is, do I want to use Engineered Plague here for exactly that? I think I want. We we still need to find an answer for his social projects in hand. Powder keg is a sweet card to have around. Okay, let's see what the Aperture is flipping. Okay, Dust Bowl first. Disenchant, strong one. We still have outs for this. Okay, port that. I think I want to cast Impulse here. Another Powder keg is sweet. Okay, he will port another island, which is fine. Okay, Fairy Conclave. So I want to land this Polluted Delta, fetch it right away for a swamp, and go for a Powder keg. If he ports the island, is fine for me. I might save the Powder keg with the Chain of Vapor, and it's sweet that we can reset our Engineered Plague with Chain of Vapor. But time is really tight here on both sides. Okay, reveal it. A Plains, okay, not great, but it's some card advantage. Flip the turn back here. I'm still not interested to put it on 1, to be honest, because tokens are more dangerous for us. Okay, let's say no on this one. Let's tap some more mana to give him a decision with Fact or Fiction. I will float blue here. Okay, this is not great because we just have tapped our black mana. I choose Pi1 here. I tapped, I didn't tap too much. This was the last port on his side. Okay, ship's a turn. And I want to ditch the mana leak. I think it's not great anymore. Okay, flip it. Dynamo, it's fine. We advance his mana, but I'm not super scared by that, to be honest. Okay, this is fine. Seal of Cleansing, strong one. So here I think I need to keep up my Chain of Vapor for bouncing Powder keg later. Now I will probably put this on 1. So if he attempts to Seal of Cleansing that, I will have a chance to sacrifice it in response. We need to answer the Mishra's Factory sooner or later. And if we get rid of his Swords to Protest in hand, we could win the game with our Psychotok in hand immediately. So feeling like we are in a decent position. Sooner or later the Eternal Dragon will come, but... Okay, we need to find our last Durus. Rose of God. Yeah, this was exactly the problem I had with Aperture. He cast it because he don't want to redraw this. And it's pretty mana hungry, as you can see. I will absolutely use my next Fact or Fiction here. Okay, Psychotok number 1. I got the chance of playing Chain of Vapor on my own Psychotok. He could do double porting, but not now. So I want to choose Pi 2 here, because I am a huge fan of the Psychotok here. What he has there, Dust Bowl for factory. This is absolutely fine. So no porting action on his side. We could get rid of 3 of his permanents, which is great, I think. So let's sacrifice this to clear the board a bit. This might be a game about card advantage here. 1, 2, 3. Gets the Psychotalk down. Ships a turn back. Discard 1 edict and another edict. Might be a bit greedy in the face of Eternal Dragon. Probably should have ditched one Smother in the edict, but I need to play so fast because we are so tight on time here. Float blue, give him the ability to he's in his draw. Okay, float blue. I mean, if he does it in his turn, it's fine for me. Okay, put that. I think he attempts to sort this now. Or in the second main. Which is fine, we got a backup here. Okay, don't want to make life. He will probably start attacking soon. Okay, Parcher. So let's get ready for Fairy Conclave. Black, black, blue for Psychotalk number... this was a misclick. Psychotalk number 2. This is fine. He can port us anyway. And we need to save it with Chain of Vapor. If he goes for this. I mean, Chain of Vapor is maybe not on his radar. Glow Rider, okay. Have it. He can activate Curse Scroll once, so we need to take a look here of how we want to yield. Is it not? 4? Okay, I need to... This was 1 too much, probably. So maybe like this. Smother on that. Okay, if he does not... Let's see. I think we have lethal here. So he attempts to block with a factory. We could smother. He needs to put the second factory in front of this. So I will smother here. And if he activates the second factory, this means that we got rid of 2 factories, which is really nice. Okay, we still got Counterspell up and Chain of Vapor. Okay, here we need to exile 2 cards from our graveyard. It should not matter. He pumps. We need to exile 2 more. Need to play really fast now. We have fallen ahead on time. Okay, Eternal Dragon. A Parcher is fine. Okay, Mishra's Factory is a great draw for him because he can have 1 more turn to block. Okay. Man, what a game. I'm in a adrenaline rush here. Really a game about the clock. What's more? Maybe the Ghastly Demise are a bit better now, where we know about exactly the Glow Rider, which could beat us pretty hard. So I want to submit it right this. And I'm really interested how this will end in terms of timing. I mean, it's great that we got the Psychotalk plan. They are great blockers and applying a lot of pressure. So maybe I want more Duress for that again. Not sure. Ditch the mana leak. I don't know what happened here. He submitted something. Probably more than 60 cards. Yeah, exactly 60. So let's take a look at our sideboard here. But this is a keep. Curse Scroll turn 1. Not a great one. Play the Polluted Delta. So if he has a Richarden Port, we have one way to dig deeper for. Okay, Marble Diamond is fine. Chip the turn. Play Island, chip the turn. Okay, here's a port. So we need to dig deeper for some land. Probably with a swamp here. Because I want to enable the Diabolic Edict. Fairy Conclave, Psychotalk Impulse. Let me take the Fairy Conclave. If he spends his whole turn getting rid of it, it's fine for me. Okay, Chain of Vapor could be decent later. Okay, land would be nice. This is fine. This is a land. Now I want to play Powder Keg if he wants to sacrifice a Sea of Cleansing for that. I'm fine with this. So it's great that if he does not play Dust Bowl, we got Fact or Fiction up. Okay, Dust Bowl number 1. Ghastly Demise is not great, and we are exposed to another Dust Bowl. Plus, Ghastly Demise is not doing us a favor here, but he is not going for a second Dust Bowl. Hopefully we draw land here. Yes, that's a land. Ships a turn. Fact or Fiction will help us to find more land now, which is great. Okay, we are a minute ahead on time, so he needs to kill us pretty quickly. And I just want land, basic land with Fact or Fiction. Okay, Standstill is fine. But I think I want the first pile here. Then put that away in any order. Play Underground River to have the ability to play. Okay, he goes for this, so I turn off the auto yields here. And do I want to land the Masticore? I think it's decent. Could do some work if he does not have immediately Swords to Plowshares for that. Here's the sword. No? Sea of Cleansing, that's fine. We still have Fact or Fiction. Another Masticore. I might wait one turn more, but the first one was so scary. I really want to land the second one here. Okay, the Eternal Dragon is here. And another Furnace. So this goes for toughness. Maybe we get a play with this. Okay. Then we go for discarding Smother probably. And now I want to play it like this and then probably that. Maybe a bit misclicked here, but cast Fact or Fiction to get more cards in graveyard. Then we take this pile for sure. Okay, hopefully we got some more basics. I have not the time to look before, but we are lucky here. And now we are probably having our only chance with Ghastly Demise. And I'm not sure scared of a card like Disenchant or Seal of Cleansing, because we could play Chain of Vapor on our own Masticore. Okay, this is a card we should yield to. Okay, Glow Rider. It's fine for me. Probably is the reason he's not having a sword now. But we will see. If he has exactly sword, we might have a problem here. Okay, I'm feeling great. Not going to lie, ditching Underground River here. Play Island. Then I want to tap right. Now we got mana up to regenerate, but I want to shoot this one because I don't want to give him the ability to block and do some damage here. Okay, and I think I just want to ship the turn. He's sacrificing his furnaces, digging deeper for Swords to Plowshares. But in this case, we will bounce it with our Chain of Vapor. So that's a great clock. Okay, his main phase. Ooh, another dragon? Probably, that's fine. Okay, return. Get rid of the dragon for one more turn. Okay, I need to let this happen. And then I need to play Smother. Great match. Sad that due to the timing issues, we are on such a huge clock here. But a great match this far. Okay, I want to ditch the swamp here. And probably I won't, here's just one mana up, so let me activate this one. Let me activate this one. We still have mana up to regenerate. And if we... Okay, what am I missing here? Okay, Furnace activation. So attack for 8. Okay, buy back the dragon, probably. Decree. This is a bad card to flip. I got the same issue with Temporary Aperture. Yeah, great match. So we will go further in the next round. Thanks for the match. Thanks for watching. So next match we are paired against Cyberpunker. He's probably on Survival Madness again, and this will be a very tough matchup for various reasons. We got a decent starting hand here. And I want to keep this. We need to ensure he's not resolving survival, because it's almost impossible for us to raise or to win against the survival in combination with Squee Goblin Naboo. Okay, Counterspell, Frantic Search, Careful Study. I think I will take the Frantic Search here, because it could give him Arrogant Wurm at instant speed, which is a bit too strong for us at this point. Okay, Island, Wonder, Mana Leak is fine. Yeah, and the Wonder is tough, granting all of his creatures flying, so we can't block. Okay, second island. So Wasteland could be decent here. Impulse is a fine card to have. Find some answers. Okay, in the end step, I want to resolve Impulse first and then fetch later if we put, for example, too much crucial cards on bottom with Impulse. And here I think I want to take another Impulse. There's a small argument for mana leak, but regarding on how long these control games take, this might be a dead draw later. It's nice that we have double counterspell here. Okay, again, Impulse first. Let's take the Duress here. It's a pretty safe bet. And then I want to sacrifice Polluted Delta to reshuffle, because I really want to draw the Fact of Fiction again. Okay, this might end up well for us. He still has a Wasteland. Okay, Counterspell is fine for me, not going to lie. Want to fetch this for another island. Play Factory. This will be hit by... Might be a bit greedy if he has a Daze. Yeah, if he rips exactly Forest plus Survival of the Fittest, we are in trouble. But otherwise, I think we are in a decent shape. Impulse is fine. Really need to look at the time here. Another Wasteland will cover our next mainland, which is okay. Okay, we need to draw 3 mainlands at least to have some action here. Hopefully he will destroy the underground river with a Wasteland. Yes, this is perfect. Okay, as far as I know, he does not have any mainlands. So as long as we are drawing some more mainlands, we should be fine. Okay, cracking the standstill here. This is fine. I don't think I want to counter this. I want to counter... Maybe I need to discard now, but I'm willing to take the risk. Okay, let me get rid of Mana Leak here. I think Powder Cake could be decent. Double Squee Goblin Naboo is strong. So his draws are granting card advantage now. Okay, Careful Study is fine. It's a draw too, but we just need to counter the key spells, I guess. This is a key spell, so I would like to cast Counterspell here. Okay. In the end step, I want to play Impulse. Another Counterspell is fine. I want to reshuffle here. Find another island. And I think 4 or 5 lands. This is fine. I want to use this immediately. I could get Musticore down, but then I need to tap a bit different. Or maybe this is too greedy here. Yeah, it's too greedy. I don't think I will do anything. No need for that right now. If he goes for Underground River, this is fine for me. don't want to expose my counter spells to days. Okay, this will be countered here. It's nice that we have another counter spell, plus I think if we can handle the 4 survivals, we are in a decent shape. Land would be great. Okay, Duress is super nice. Let's take a look here. Ah, no hit. Okay. No hit means I will go for the Masticore now. We just need to dodge Gilded Rake 1 turn and survival. But besides that, okay, Arrogant Worm probably. Yeah, this is fine by me. I will discard a Powder Keg here. Impulse is fine. I might cast this, but I will... This has flying, so I need to attack here, I think. Okay, we can't handle the flying. So do I want to look for a removal spell for that? Here it is. Okay, what I want to do here... I need to take this, but we can't play it yet. Okay, next turn I probably ditch the Smother. It's a bit scary if he has a creature to bring in response. Okay, Wild Mongrel, I will cast the Diabolic Edict now. We got the Mongrel covered with a Smother. Okay. Good question. What do I want to ditch? I think I need to ditch Factor Fiction. It hurts, but maybe Counterspell. Let me ditch Factor Fiction. Feels really wrong, to be honest. But here I want to Smother here. Yeah, we might turn the tables now. I'm not sure if I can... I can't let this Dancer resolve now. Because if I do and he has exactly creature... he has creatures in hand. If he draws exactly Survival of the Fittest, we lose to that. Okay, that's not great for us. I will counter this and hope to win a fast game here. Will be tough. Ditching this seems hard. Factor Fiction would be great. That's not great. Because this will be ditched in a few seconds. If he draws Survival, we need to prevent this with our counterspell. But we might get lucky here. Really need to take a look at the time. We are 2 minutes behind. Okay, 2 Squee Goblin Naboo in hand. Let's do yield here. Not great. Because if we cast this and... Okay, maybe we win like this. Even if he has Arrogant Worm and we attack, we will regenerate. Okay. This was odd, but he had a bit of weak hand against our deck. Okay, what do I want here? There's a small argument for the laboratory, because they can't use frantic search in a nice way there. Not sure about Psychotalk. I'm really missing some graveyard hate here, like in our first match. Okay, I think we need these. Force Spike could work, but could be dead later, and I don't think we are allowed to have dead cards. Psychotalk is decent. It's a bit scary if he steals this. I don't think we can justify the Arcane Laboratory. What's about Powder Kegs? Yeah, let's try it like this. Yeah, we again saw the raw power of a Musticore, even if we discarded a lot of cards into this. Okay, I'm not sure if this is enough. I don't think so. And double Musticore is pretty bad. This is not keepable. Not keepable. Mulligan 4. Yeah. Not sure if I want to play this for long. Mulligan 4 against 7 cards is like 95% degrees win chance. Okay, dead draw from top. We will do our best. It's a showdown. Okay, we can't handle this at that point. This is pretty awkward. Okay, this is unbeatable for us. Another dead draw. Okay, this was odd. Like, so much draws. We saw 4 different hands. Plus now 4 turns to draw land. But yeah, sometimes Magic is like this. I'm not mad here. Okay, 5 turns, no land. Chances are like maybe 0.1% of this happening. But it happens. Okay, this is fine. We got a small play here. Flip the turn back. Okay, he goes for lethal here, which is fine. We saw some more cards. Okay, this was wild. 6 or 5 turns, no land. Plus mulligan to 4. Ah, here's some land. Bit late to the party, but it happens. Maybe we need Chain of Vapor to get rid again of a card like Survival for once. Powder Keg seems mediocre. I think I want 4 spikes now. Let's try it like this. Maybe we draw some land now. Okay, this is fine. A wasteland could be strong, but I hope I can careful study or root waller. Yes, 2 careful studies, so I take the counter spell here. I think he will play turn 1 root waller, which is fine. Okay, forest is gone like this. Okay, this is fine. I want to keep up the counter spell. I mean, if he chips in 3 damage a turn, it's a lot, and we need to handle this sooner or later. But keeping up impulse is fine. This is strong. So I want to play impulse to find another blue source. No blue source. Standstill could be decent later. Yeah, this was a great draw on his side. But due to the fact that he runs a lot of draw, he will find this answers. Okay, another wasteland. Man, this is stacked. I really hope he plays into the 4 spike. 4 cards left. Okay, this is lovely. 4 spikes this. Arrogant Worm, 2 Arrogant Worms plus 1 Wasteland. So, Manland is not great at this point. Another Impulse, so here I want to cast this. Do I want to... I think I want to take the river here. There's an argument for taking the Chain of Vapor, trying to bounce this and resolve Standstill after, but him having Frantic Search would be strong. Okay, probably for 3 here. Not for 3. So he has Frantic Search. Survive. Man, he's drawing the nuts. That's close to unbeatable. So I'm not sure here. If he has another land, he will have a lot of damage. Yeah, we are drawing pretty bad versus him drawing very good with 2 wastelands, 2 survival from top. And now if he has... Okay, the good thing is that he sacked the survival of the fittest. So, but we need to get some stuff going here. Okay, this will be tough to beat. Exactly what I talked before with Goblin Naboo. I mean, it's nice that he can't cast this, and we still have a shot if we draw a solution for the Root Waller. And he 2-dot for Root Waller there. So he wants to apply pressure like this. Okay, Ghastly Demise is sweet. So what's our play here? we got 4 mana. So I think it's best if I drop this one. It's not great, because he can still have one around. So I think I need to counter soon. But next turn we might set it up. So Madness, is it? No, it's not on stack right now. It's like Madness first. Okay, now we can counter this. We really need to do this. Let's see what he's tutoring. Probably another Root Waller. Yes, another Root Waller. I'm pretty happy that he does not have second black. Okay, this is a bit scary. Second green, I meant. Okay, we can turn the tables now. Okay, he's going for this. I hope he's not getting Aquamöba. Aquamobile, I don't know what it's called. Or another creature. This could give us trouble. Okay, well played on his side. Okay, this is tough. So we need another... Yeah, we need 2 more removals. Probably should have taken the Waterfront Bouncer there, but... Okay, Durus is a bit late to the party, to be honest. Yeah, this was tough. Him drawing 4 perfect cards in this spot was a bit too much to handle. And we don't have any board wipe or something like this, so we are not able to win from this spot. But it's okay. It's Magic. Okay. Yeah, good game. We can't win from this spot because he has too much card advantage and we are done in some turns. But it's okay to lose against 4 perfect draws. But yeah. So we saw some pretty tough matches for us. I mean, there were some things we couldn't do anything about, but I want to take a look at the deck and think about what I would change if I would play it again. First, I have to say I really love this deck. It plays so cool, and you saw the raw power of Masticore, and yeah, it's just fun to play these cards, and I think it's a pretty cool idea of combining the blue-black cards not in a Psychotoc shell, but in a control shell like this. And if I want to make here some adjustments, for sure, we need some card like Teferi's Response, probably 2 of, because you saw in all these games how heavy our mana base was attacked, and we couldn't do anything about that. And especially in this build, the Teferi's Response is so strong that you can even justify to play 3, because it's not good against just land destruction and Rishaden ports. It's even good against burn or removal spells on your manlands. So I want to have 3 of these, I guess. The second card we really need is the Phyrexian Furnace. I want at least 2 of these in the 75. So I need to pronounce it just correctly. Here it is. So let's put like maybe 1 or 2 to the main deck. And I am not a fan of the Cabal therapy here. Even the 4 spikes were not great. And we really need to stock up on lands. Because if you play 8-man lands and have a standstill plan, you should not stumble with your mana, because even missing 1 land drop is sometimes too much for a deck like this. And in this color pie, I really want to play Recoil. Recoil is a great card because you can bounce a permanent with it and replay and counter it if your opponent replays it. And if your opponent does not have any card in hand, it's like a 3 mana instant Vindicate. Okay, we are at 61 cards. I'm not a fan of Powder Keg. Not in this huge amount. Maybe 2 are okay, but I'm not really sure here. This seems pretty well suited. There is some discussion to put a Phyrexian Furnace into the sideboard. Maybe 3 Teferi's Response are too much. I think we can probably cut down on Chain of Vapor as we got the recoil here. And I think the Arcane Laboratory is not playable only if you're facing a lot of Storm in your metagame. And then we got like 5 cards, especially against red. And I think it would be fine to get rid of 1 blue Elemental Blast. Yeah, and this would be the point I would restart again with. Maybe there is some discussion for Salt Flats or Salt Marsh. I'm not sure about the exactly name. It's from Invasion and 8th edition, I guess. Here's Salt Marsh. It's a duel which enters the battlefield tapped. So I think I would play one of these instead of a third swamp. And yeah, I think there will not be too much time until I try this again with these adjustments. Thanks for watching. Please write in the comment section how you like the deck, and see you in the next video.